Hello, and this is Module 4, Leadership Presentation and Discussion. I'm starting off by introducing myself. My name is Denise. I'm currently a distribution clerk at San Jose Water, formerly now known as H2O America. I'm at ASU studying organizational communication. I am really passionate about learning how communication shapes the workplace and the relationships within. After taking the leadership style assessment test, it identified me as a transformational leader. So that being said, I lead with intention, focusing on building an environment where people feel motivated, supported, and excited to work together. Growth matters to me, not just hitting goals, but making sure both I and the team keep evolving. So this is where a team player comes in like big play, because it makes you feel like you're being, taking part of that impact. So it just makes it that much more exciting. My strategies: I use emotional intelligence to read the room and shift my approach when needed. I break big goals into practical steps so I don't get overwhelmed and I don't get stressed, because we don't want that. I also adapt how I communicate depending on who I'm working with. Some need structure, others thrive with support. Also, there's this saying that I say when I'm training new employees is, don't judge how people work as long as the data is getting inputted in the system. That leads to communication and leadership style. Feedback cycles. In my role and studies, I've seen how important open feedback really is. I don't just hand out directions. I make space for my team to share their ideas and concerns. That's where the feedback cycle comes in. When people feel heard, they speak more honestly. So there's a lot of more open communication. I think it is especially important in the field work, just so, work can be more effective. Sorry about that. And clarity between supervisors and employees. I believe clear communication starts with trust. I do my best to make expectations known and really listen, not just to what's said, but what's really underneath and behind that project or report or request. That's how I build stronger team dynamics and avoid any miscommunication or misunderstandings, because it's very easily to have miscommunication, especially if my job is hybrid. So we have some departments working from home, some departments working in the office full time. So, going back and forth with those emails or IMs can definitely impact the day-to-day communication. That's where I'm linking the chapter 7, because chapter 7 talks about how supportiveness plays a big role in the way supervisors and employees communicate. That really lines up with my leadership style. Just due to the pros as a transformational leader, I really do rely on open and honest communication. Any feedback that helps both sides feel like they're supported and feel like they're definitely being involved in the team. I think these moments are what build that real trust and help people improve. Cons, at the same time, when you're being emotionally invested in others, that can definitely start wearing you out if you're not too, careful of what tasks you put on your desk, or, if you're making too much promises. Making too much promises. Still knowing that leadership style should help you in the long run understand communication overall. I want to keep this and strengthening this kind of relationship where people feel motivated, seen, and supportive. Also, some things that I try to follow by is definitely like teamwork, transparency, honesty, trust, and compassion. I think those definitely play a role in communication in, your work field, personal relationships, even a relationship within yourself. So it's definitely something to think about. Potential barriers. One challenge with transformational leadership is that it can be emotionally intense. When you care too much, you start to think about others, which, some people don't, sadly. And sometimes that means you take on more than what you should. That's like also including, not including your boundaries. So you start to feel like you have to fix other people's mistakes or, clean up the mess that that desk made. Definitely open communication and teamwork really helps me stay grounded, especially when sharing the load. Let's see here. Going into conclusion, this assessment helped me see how leadership isn't just about direction. It's about connection, networking. As I keep growing professionally and academically, I want to keep developing those communication skills and making sure I lead with clarity, empathy, and balance. So, thank you.